Okay, so guys, so we're in our third day in the Simbani village. Practiced some more, and I came back to play some Awari, and I see this guy. You see a dignified looking and friendly Simbani. Let's greet him. You greet the storyteller. It be indeed an honor to deal with one so polite and knowledgeable in the customs of other peoples. Let's tell him about Shapir. And tell the storyteller about your adventures in Shapir. Asante, hero of Shapir. I can find many stories in the words you tell. Okay. Let's talk to him. Let's ask him about stories. Stories be many things. Stories be lies, stories be truths. Stories be quests, stories be ways of looking at the world with different eyes. I have a story for you if you wish to hear it. It be the story of a magic drum. Let's ask about the magic drum. I give you this story. There once was a people, a proud people, a peaceful people, a people who had no enemy. Then one night a thief stole into their village and stole their magic spear. Now the people have an enemy. Now the people can have no peace. But who be this enemy? Who be the thief who stole the magic spear? That is not known. Then the next day, a warrior was found in front of the village of these people. That warrior was dying. That warrior have in his hand a magic drum. That warrior have on his lips a name. That name be Leopard Man. And the warrior, he die. These be the questions of the story. Why did the warrior have the magic drum? Why did the warrior say Leopard Man? Why did the warrior die? I have given you the story. Now the questions are yours to do with what you will. So you can ask him again, and he'll tell you the story all over again. Let's ask about the Simbani. The Simbani people have many stories. Do you wish to hear about the story of the warrior woman? Yeah, sure. Tell us about that. I give you this story. There once was a warrior, a mighty warrior, a proud warrior, a warrior who was also a woman. Now this warrior, who was a woman, wanted to have a baby. A baby must have a father must have a wife. A wife cannot be a warrior. This be the way of the warrior woman's people. So the warrior woman left her people. She traveled very far. She traveled where a warrior can be a wife. The people miss this warrior woman. The people miss her strength. The people miss her courage. The people miss her words. Then one day the warrior woman come back. At her side is a small child, yet the warrior woman is still a warrior. Will the people learn that a warrior woman can be a wife? Will the people learn that a warrior woman can still be a woman? Will the people learn that it's wrong to call a woman, it's wrong to call a person one thing or another, but not both? I have given you this story. Now the questions are yours to do with what you will. So a lot of political messages in this game. Let's ask about the storyteller. A storyteller be to open the mind and heart of the listener. A storyteller knows no answers, only questions. Do you wish to hear a new story? Let's ask about a new story. I give you this story. Once there were two boys. They be good friends. They wish to be warriors. Each day they be practicing the way of the warrior together. Each day they be working on their skills together. Each day they get better and better. Then one day a pretty woman come to the village. Both boys liked this pretty woman. Both boys wanted this pretty woman for a wife. Now the boys were no longer friends. Came the day of initiation of the boys. Both boys tried to beat each other one. Both boys tried very hard to make the other boy lose. Now the boys stand on the wrestling bridge. One boy makes the other boy fall. That boy lands wrong. That boy is dead. One boy is now a warrior, and one boy is dead. The pretty woman marries someone else. The warrior now has no friends. Who won the initiation contest? And who lost? I have given you this story. Now the questions are yours to do with what you will. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can do, so I'll say goodbye. May your life always be filled with stories. And I think that you can play the game with him? Oh, I'm wrong. There's no one you can play with now. So if you walk away, you can go and you can practice throwing the spears again, and I think Ahura might challenge you, as usual. Or I could be wrong. Maybe she won't. And from all my training, I'm pretty tired. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do with the spears. And I haven't visited the Libon today, so... oh, and I can't. So the only other thing I can do, obviously, is visit Ahura. And it's not a good time to visit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the village, and I'm going to actually go back to Tarna, which is something you have to do eventually. Amore buona. And I'll greet the man. I say hello to the elder. And let's see if he has anything new to talk about. And it's all the same stuff. So it's time to set out. I'll save the game right here. And I'm going to call this Back to Tarna. Just in case we get into some trouble. But I think I should be okay. I've encountered some type of reptile man. Let's see if we can make quick work of him. Waving our sword about. So the top right here seems to be some type of stab. Up left is some type of swing. And I'm not going to parry or dodge because my life is getting awfully low. As a matter of fact, I might die. Up, 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 up. I think we just barely beat him. And because I'm a paladin, I got some points. And it says, this croc is bound for Boot Hill. Can I search the body? And I found 5 royals in his pouch. So my life now is extremely low, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my healing potion, which I think is this one. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, well, it's a healing pills, actually. And I'm going to eat it. And we'll continue on. And it looks like we might be in some type of trouble again. Oh. And it's a honeybird. It's flying that way, so just out of curiosity, I'm going to follow it. Let's see what happens when we follow the honeybird. And there's a honeybird. Now, we did buy honey. Didn't we? Maybe not. So, you can see behind the curtain real quick, folks. There's a list of things that I'm making sure that I do in this game. So, I just want to see something real quick. Get honeybird feather. Right. Okay, so let's see how we get this feather. Let's look. UCDBs. Killer bees. Alright, I'm gonna save the game right here just in case I do something wrong. And I'll save it as Honeybird. I'm pretty sure you get another chance in case you do mess up or walk away. But I want to try and get it right the first time. I'm going to try using magic for the first time. So let's go to my spells. And what do I have? Reversal. This is my paladin ability to heal, which actually I should have used to heal myself. I also have the levitate, force bolt, fetch, flame dart, calm, zap, dazzle, trigger, detect magic, and open. Oh, zap is pretty benign. Let's try zap. Oh, actually, zap just charges our weapon, so what we might have to do is the fetch spell. Let's try fetch. Didn't manage to fetch anything. Can we try that again? Let's try one more time. Okay, so maybe, can we shake the tree? Okay. I don't see anything in our inventory that this bird is going to be interested in. Maybe the fruit? You see a honeybird sitting comfortably in the tree. The bees don't seem to bother it. I do have a throwing dagger, but it seems a little aggressive to throw a dagger at a bird. You bothered the bees. Oh, here they come. I can't believe you bugged the bees. Before you bother the bumblebees, remember that they can bother you back. So let's restore. And I'm not exactly sure what to do here. So, it's not going to let me climb this tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk away because I don't think I have what I need. But I do have a spot on the map now that tells me where the honeybird is, which is good. So now I'm going to return to Tarna. And it's starting to get dark. And here comes a giant ant. Hopefully I healed myself enough. And I seem to be alright. Fortunately, my stamina is very low. I have a feeling I might die. But this ant seems to be taking a pretty harsh beating from my flamey sword. And the ant's dead. And like everything you kill as a paladin, it takes a pretty bad beating. Dead ant, dead ant, dead ant. Dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant. Well, you get the idea. You don't find anything useful. Yeah, guys, this game is not like the last Quest for Glory game, or even the one before it, so you're not going to be rewarded too much for finding creatures. Okay, so again, we find ourselves being attacked by things, but I really need to rest because, well, something pretty big is chasing me. Alright, so before I encounter whatever this is, I'm going to try and restore my healing. Okay, so I might have to run away. Yep. And we lost. Okay, so I healed myself. Let's see if we can kill this thing now. This Pterosaurus or Rex creature, whatever it is, really allows you and so we're running pretty fast now. Hopefully eventually I can get out of the way and get back in the savannah. But it's pretty quick, it seems. Hopefully I can't die from exhaustion. And I got away. So, I'm gonna go back to my healing pills. Let's continue to run. And still the middle of the night on day 7. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the inn, and here's your first outer view of Tarna, which we would have gotten. Actually, I forgot to mention, in the beginning of the game there was a piece of the cutscene that we missed. I don't know why, but it kind of froze when we were sitting down with Rakisha and Aziza. Like I said, it's a buggy game. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will return with the next part. See you next time.